Hello, my name is Anta. Today I will be showing you how to make elephant toothpaste, or how they say in the lab, H2O2. But before we start the experiment, let us use some protection so that we don't get injured or hurt during the experiment. Now that we have protected ourselves so we don't get hurt during the experiment, let's start. The things we need for this experiment is food coloring, yeast, hydrogen peroxide. If you can get hydrogen peroxide, I recommend only 3% up to 10%. This soap, a beaker, a small cup, and hot water. Okay, first we grab the hydrogen peroxide and pour it into the beaker. Okay, I think that's enough. After you pour the hydrogen peroxide, you grab your dish soap and drop in some drops in here. After that, you grab your food coloring and you put some drops in here. Okay. We set this aside for a while, give it a little. And now in the we pour in our yeast, and then warm water. We mix it until the yeast has diluted. Okay. Now the yeast looks like it has diluted. Okay. Now, after you have done these steps, all you need to do is pour the yeast mixture into the beaker. Now, let us witness the fruit of the experiment. Now that I have shown you the experiment, I will explain to you in depth of what happens during the experiment and how can the foam form.
So, the experiment is about creating elephant toothpaste. This experiment is used to show an exothermic reaction. The resulting experiment demonstrates an explosive reaction. The foam that you see right now is the result of hydrogen peroxide being broken down into water and oxygen. The chemical equation for the experiment is 2H2O2 that becomes 2H2O plus oxygen. This reaction uses yeast as a catalyst. Now for the second question, why is it when we add the yeast the reaction happens? Well, when the yeast was added to the hydrogen peroxide, a chemical in the yeast causes the reaction in which the hydrogen peroxide breaks apart to form oxygen gas and water. If you want a more violent reaction, you can substitute the yeast with potassium iodide or potassium permanganate. The oxygen was in the bubbles you saw. This reaction causes the temperature to go up and then causes the foam to appear.
Okay, now that we have concluded the experiment, I thank you for watching this video and I will see you next time. Bye bye. いやあの人こうして言ってたって愛してどうして言われたって